EG and EG Bulba. So here we go. Let's introduce our teams here on EG Bulba. It's going to be Yawar playing the Templar Assassin up against his brother. It's going to be Ritsu playing Juggernaut. Phoenix will be played by KD35. Dark's here in the off lane. That's going to be Boris. And there is a Tusk. He's being handled by Juby. Here for Evil Geniuses. It's got PPD on the old Disruptor. One of the Hassan, Submail, is in the mid lane on Phantom Lancer. We've got a Slardar played by Universe. Next Assassin is going to be played by Zai. And finally, it's Old Man Fear on the Lifestealer. So here we go. Getting into the match. And both teams are getting ready. They have been working pretty hard to get to this point. They have played about 10 matches to get here. And this is the end of a long journey. And one of these teams, they have to do it all over again in number 2. Team Secret made it all the way through their open qualifier. We'll see if EG are able to do the same. The one on the other side of that big shuffle. And EG Bulba may be looking for something here. They've got Ice Shards available. Fear is actually going to back up. They don't want to face up against this at all, especially with the Ion Shell on the Radiant. Jeez. Well, both runes are going to go to the side of EG Bulba. Some good blocking going on here from Sumail. And I guess the block advantage is going to go to neither team. They're both going to meet inside the middle of the lane. And you are going to be able to put some harass out here on the Sumail. And this is not true Hassan Bull. This is not a 1v1. Tusk, get out of there. Juby is breaking it up, breaking up the brotherly love in the mid lane. And Sumail gets a couple of last hits in the mid. He's going to catch up to his brother. Zai is actually behind the tower looking for the courier. Courier's going to be there. And is there vision of him? He's going to get out. The courier, 1 hit, 2 hit. Courier's down. Nice snipe by the Nyx Assassin. And he's going to get hit by the Ice Shard stuck in the trees. Is there anyone that can actually get him? Boris is here, maybe not wanting to go over to Zai. And actually the Ice Shards made it so that Juby could not hit Zai at all. Now he puts the mana burn onto Boris. Actually, some good damage here. Zai is going to stick around a little bit more, and Sparta actually finds the first blood on the Phoenix with the crush. And Zai continues to chase down Boris. Has another mana burn in 10 seconds, but he's just going to stick around here. Also, Sumail finds another kill onto Templar Assassin, very low on the mid lane. But that's going to be 2 very quick kills for EG. Still looking at Zai. He's still trying to go toe-to-toe with Juby. And Boris is back to nearly full health. So a bit of an adventure for him. But unsurprisingly, EG, they're taking the early advantage in their lanes. And the first blood in Hassan Bull goes to Sumail. He got a... Sumail continues to try to last hit. EG Fear is already at the tower. He's getting some good last hitting done. He can do this underneath the tower all he wants. There's no one to really try to stop him. And Nyx Assassin is getting closer to the Darkseer once again. He's going to hit him in the back, try to steal some XP there, and he's now made it to level 2. Yeah, Zai gets another mana burn onto Yawar. Yawar rewards him with a couple of hits in the back. And the refraction is available, not using it quite yet. The Phantom Lens, it just breaks the last refraction charge, so down for 9 seconds and without mana. And also Yawar doesn't have a bottle, so he's not going to have mana for this for a while. So Sumail is going to get some free harass for a while onto the TA. Boris has gone over to top lane again. He really didn't want to play around with the Nyx Assassin any longer. Ruby's ready with a Snowball Ice Shards combo for Sumail, who has the Doppelganger available. Now Sumail's going right against Yuar. And Yuar once again puts up the refraction. Universe has rotated over to the hard camp here. And it's going to be a nice scan at the rune by the Dire. They see Tusk just sitting there. Rune's going to get bottled by PL. He's getting some mana back from this. And well, Zai's gone over to bottom to try to get some levels against Ritsu. Arcane Rune gets picked up by Tusk. He's going to be able to use it on the mid lane. There's going to be a Doppelganger 4, and this might be them going on to Sumail. Sumail trying to get out of it. They have a Snowball available. And again, the refraction gets taken off on Yuar. EG Universe, he could be getting something on the Ritsu. He's got the spin available, but they may just go for Phoenix. Ritsu will be getting a spin here. He's blocking Zai off. Zai is getting very low to the laser, and the laser gets the kill. Phoenix with Sunray at level 2 manages to find a good kill on the Zai at bottom. So again, a pretty good start for EG. They do end up losing Zai, but Zai seems to be one that's going down quite a bit on their team, so I think he's pretty used to dying at this point. Darkseer is keeping the top lane pushed out more, and with those 2 Ion Shell creeps, he is able to really start to harass Sphere out of lane, and is at least able to get the lane push and have a little bit of gold. And Juby's going to scout out Zai going over towards top. And they left Sumail at mid. Yuar's just gone over to the hard camp, trying to find a little bit more gold on the map. Sumail will get some more mana and puts the bounty rune inside the bottle. Yuar will also find a double damage rune, so that's pretty good for him. He has the possibility of turning it around to Sumail if he gets the chance. Ice Shards are going to be there. Does Sumail continue to chase it off? He is very far underneath the tower. Yuar comes out with the double damage rune, doing so much to Sumail. And Sumail, he is going to doppelganger away, but the snowball follows him, and Tusk finishes the kill onto Sumail. Just way too aggressive there, not respecting his brother at all. And they're still leaving Fear alone here. We know his build at this point. He goes Armlet, Ecto Saber. And actually they're going to get a glimpse, a short glimpse on the Darkseer, who's completely out of mana at this point with the mana burn. And Boris is going to go right down to Fear at top. And just able to finish off that kill once the glimpse was there, knowing exactly how much mana they needed to take away from the Darkseer. Good mana burn from Zai. Ended up setting that up. Once again, Sumail throws a couple of lances over at Yuar. He's pretty low at this point, down to 250 health. And one more lance would get very close to finishing off the TA.
Radiant's middle tower
going in onto the tier 1 tower. We'll be hitting it a couple times. Sumail is doing fairly well. Doesn't have boots just yet. They are being delivered by the courier. And Fear's now rotated into the jungle to try to get Zai a couple of levels on the Nyx Assassin. Burn some mana away from Darkseer, and here comes Ritsu. The spin is going to be there. Zai taking a lot of damage from this, but here comes PPD. The Ice Shards are there, and they block them in, but a nice double crush by Universe. They come in. Ritsu, he's in trouble, takes the hit from the tower, and that is going to be it. Now they try to take down Juby. Juby gets a crush. And once again, that is a turnaround by Universe. A beautiful TP by him, and Boris cannot get anything off. Fear will find the kill at top. That is 3 kills going the way of Evil Geniuses. That was just really set up well by a beautiful rotation by a Universe on the Sparta. Gets a nice double crush at the edge of that range, and okay, I really like the next here. Gets the spike carapace, and Yawar is here as well. Yawar is going to take down Zai. Uses the magic wand, but it's not enough to keep him alive there. It's a kill going the way of EG Bulba. So after that triple kill at top, they find a way to strike back. And both teams right now still working to the point where they can completely dominate the other team. PPD picks up the bottle, refills it on the base, and gives it right back to Sumail. Yawar slightly misses the last hit onto the Centaur there.
Radiant's middle tower.
Game's slowing down a bit here. We're 4 kills to 6. 10 minutes in. Ritsu getting a bit feisty on the mid lane with Sumail. Sumail, he's going to be able to use the doppelganger to get away, but he is very low. They decide not to go on him. And let's see. PPD's got a smoke up. Almost level 6. Not yet got the Static Storm. And Fear is going to go over and try to stack this hard camp. The game's going to get paused for a sec. And looks like we are ready. So in terms of items, Universe, he's getting closer to a Blink Dagger. Of course, Fear has his armlet up. We should see an Echo Saber from him fairly soon. And on the side of EG Bulba, Yawar's made his way to Brown Boots. I guess that could be an early Blink Dagger from him, but it may be something else. Ritsu's now gone for a bottle of TP, and then he's gonna finish the Ring of the Aquila off. And Darkseer is sitting around the Arcane and Soul Ring at this point. So a couple of items from both teams, a little bit more on EG, who have a slight lead on net worth at this point. Sumail's just gonna ward them off at mid with all of his illusions. Fear's gonna go in on the top, doing some damage to the tower. And Zai is ready. He's got his level 6 up as well. So he can start to rotate around the map when he wants to. Looks like EG are starting to have most of their tools here in order to go into EG Bulba, or Ritsu stack. And Fear's just going to take care of the creeps with his rage. Still waiting for a tower to go down. Smoke up here from Ritsu stack. They're going to go over towards the top lane. Possibly could go for a kill on the Fear. He's going to take some harass from the Ion Shelled creep, but will be able to take it out. And Fear's now going to back up. What does he see? He sees a couple of Fears going in. And Dire going to use a scan. Here comes Zai. Uses the spike carapace, and they're going to go right for force. Zai does get taken out by the Walrus Punch, and now Fear, he's forced back away for now. The Courier is there. The Static Storm is going to get dropped down, but it's going to completely miss. That's okay. Omni Slash just slightly dodged by Fear. He's able to armor toggle his way out of danger, and they possibly could find their way onto Ritsu. Ritsu, he's got to spin in 1 second, and the glimpse is available. Universe is here. Sumail is back at mid. He's rotated over for that fight, and he's got his Boost of Travel recipe in his stash. So he's going to be able to be a little bit more present on the map in a second. Going through this game, Ritsu stack are kind of grouped around the card camp. Ritsu really wants to push into top. And there's a rotation onto Sumail at mid. He's taking the tower within deny range. And Yawar could just take it out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Boost of Travel has been finished on Sumail. Now he can rotate to any lane.
Dire's
And
bottom tower is under attack.
Ritsu stack trying to defend against this, but EG seemed to be utilizing the map a little bit better. Fear's made it back to the base, and he's going to infest in the universe. Slardar is going to be the package here, and he's carrying a package of death over to EG Bulba. And here they go down the mid lane. Smoke is going to get used. Universe has the Blink Dagger available. He's going to go right towards EG Bulba. And see what they're able to find. Zai uses the Nyx Assassin Vendetta, and they're going to keep going. They see Yawar, and they're going to give you the crush. They go right for Yawar, and the Impale is there. Yawar gets taken out by Lifestealer. Zai takes a lot of damage from the Ancients, but I feel like Fear may want to take these out fairly soon, or at least once they've taken down the tier 1 tower. Pretty big kill for EG. And there's going to be a deny from
Radiant's
Ritsu.
middle tower has been denied.
The Universe is ready for another go, and Disruptor also has the Static Storm available. Could go in on it. The end of a pretty long day here at the day 2 of the first set of qualifiers. EG with a slight lead over EG Bulba right now. We can take a quick look at the XP and gold graph. We see that XP is 3,000 in favor of EG, and gold it's about more the same.
Radiant's top tower is under
PPD
attack.
is ready for this push on the mid, but Ritsu has an Omni Slash. He could go right for him. The tower's very low. Ritsu puts down the kitty cat, and he's going to go right for the tower. Seeing if he can get the deny. Here comes the mail though, and they drop down the Static Storm. Ritsu not in the middle of it, and he's going to get glimpsed back, not able to get the spin off. And Ritsu's going to go down for his impertinence on the mid lane. Talking like fuck here.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Over at top, Fear is able to use the breach to get the tower, and he doesn't really have a creep that he could go into. Snowball's going to be there as Fear tries to go into the Radiant side. Not going to happen though. Wall is also going to get dropped down for him. That's a dominating streak going the way of EG Bull, but they strike back pretty strongly here, taking down
Radiant's
Fear
middle
very
tower
early.
is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Universe is going right for Yawar. He doesn't... Well, he's gonna miss the meld into the trees. Sumail's here as well. They're gonna keep checking. They don't have any detection.
Dire's top tower
He's just
is
gonna...
under attack.
Yawar's just gonna sit there. He doesn't even have to move. No one on EG have detection. Universe is like, oh, I wonder if there's anything here. And yep, there's the sentry word delivered by the courier. Yawar reacts a little bit. And yep, Yawar is going to get bashed up, smacked down, and taken away by Fear. That's just one smack to the head, and the Templar Assassin's down.
Got it.
And here come EG, on for the tier 1 tower at bottom. Sumail just takes the creeps past the tower, making sure that they cut, but Ritsu, he's actually going to go for a tier 2 at top. EG may have to react to this. They're actually chasing down the Darkseer. Pop out, surprise from the Lifestealer, and Darkseer tries to run away. Blink is available in 5 seconds from Slardar. See if they're able to take the Darkseer at all here, but the Ice Shards are on the mark from Jubi. And 80-35 healing up for us, but no, there's going to be a beautiful hit by Universe once again. They will end up taking him down. One Slardar against the ball, and the ball will win. Ball explodes onto a couple years for EG, but Ritsu is very low. Another beautiful crush from Slardar. Universe is getting it on today. Double kill from the Lifestealer, and Universe just misses the crush on the KE35. Just since the Phoenix was looking for something else, but again, Yawar goes into... Does he think that's going to happen twice? Another runs back. Crush is there. Yawar only goes to the dominating streak of Fear. And it's another big team fight win for EG. Fight recap doesn't really tell the whole story. They are pretty free to maybe push a tower, could possibly go for Roshan. They have a pretty good team for it. Well, any team with Slardar is fairly good at taking down Roshan, and Leicester is also working towards his Desolator, so Fear will have that pretty soon. So EG going to the Roche pit. They're going to take Roche on pretty quickly here. And is there going to be a smoke here from EG Bulba? There's one on. Okay, they actually double smoke. Double smoke hype and Zai breaks it. He's going to get snowball on here. Do they have enough vision for it? Zai uses the spike carapace to get away. And Ritsu has an Omni Slash available. He's going to go right onto Zai, and well, with the doppelganger used by Sumail, Zai is going to go right down. See if EG are able to find anything off the back of it. Another nice ice shards, and the stack storm is there. You are going to get taken out by it. Big ball of white snow goes and chases down PPD, and the ice shards do finish off PPD. But now it is the ball. It's going to try to explode, and they do have enough attack speed in order to take it off. And meanwhile, inside the lane, Ritsu is chasing down Sumail. Sumail's going to get taken out, but the diffusal blade is there, and a blink forward. Oh, beautiful spin by Ritsu. That forces out a buyback by Tusk, and they're going to roll forward on the universe. He's moving very quickly, and he's going to get taken out by those ice shards. Now here comes Fear. So much damage from Walter's punch into the sky, and he does get slowed by it. So that is going to be the end of that aggression. And a pretty big fight for EG Bull, but even though the buyback from Tusk does cost them, it puts 400 gold onto the Darkseer and the Juggernaut. And now Fear has finished off the Desolator and has kept the Aegis. A long fight for the two teams there. Started towards the Roach Pit and ended at the Tier 2 tower. EG spreading themselves a little bit thin there. End up losing a couple of heroes as a result. Ritsu is getting a little bit farmed. He has got a Yasha. A lot of teams were gunning for EG in this tournament, and they managed to prevail over even some pretty big competition. Spike Carapace interrupts Boris's TP over on the stairs. I don't even know if Nyx actually knew about it, but Zai managed to find a stun base to Zai. Vendetta in by Zai is going to try to find some kills. Bottom tower going away of EG. Fear uses the rage to take the tower down a little bit more quickly. And the tower is going to go the way of Slardar. EG 21 minutes in, they have taken down a lot of towers here, and we might see a little bit more aggression as Zai is looking towards the mid lane. And over at top, Ritsu is right next to Sumail, who has once again used the doppelganger, and Ritsu's just going to TP right out. I guess he wasn't really interested in being aggressive there at all. Oh, another crush in, and Universe finds the Phoenix kill along with Fear. Fear could get stunned up here, but actually it's just going to go over to the neutral creep. Juby is another crush from Slardar, and they will finish off the kill. Fear taking a little bit of damage from this, and Zai is coming in from this one. They're going to take 2 kills. They possibly could get 3. Another technically a really good 4-man backing from Boris, and now Boris with so much damage taken back with the glimpse, and the Darkseer is going to be very sad as he's now taken another death. Fear just niftily picking his way around that wall as EG going for a push onto the Tier 2 tower. Ritsu has sent in a couple of illusions. Perhaps they don't think this is the real one, but it is. He goes to the Omni Slash trying to take down PPD, but Ritsu is going to pay heavily for this one. So much minus armor for EG, and he's going to get the open wounds, glimpse back into the creeps. And that is going to be a GG. UR calls it. EG win game number 1 in 22 minutes. We're going to go right into game number 2 in a second here. Stick around with Amphithean and Kip, and we'll be back for the next game in this grand final of America's Qualifier number 1 to TI6.